Here we go, first grade. It's Mrs. Holly again, and I have the sequel to the book we read last time, Alphabet Adventure. The sequel is called Alphabet Mystery, also by Audrey Wood, also illustrated by Bruce Wood and his magic computer graphics of the alphabet letters. Again, I can tell right off the bat that the characters in this story are going to be letters. Interesting. Let's find out. Alphabet Mystery by Audrey Wood, illustrated by Bruce Wood. Oh, look, the dedication says, "For my mom, Audrey Wood, BW." I bet that stands for Bruce Wood. And here we are. All the little letters are in bed. They've got their own little bed. That's cute. Every night, the little letters from Charlie's alphabet tuck themselves into bed. So there's your setting. They are at Charlie's house. You can tell they're on the shelf here. They're in their little beds. They're right next to Charlie's books and his blocks and his ball. So there's our setting. And every night, just for fun, each one calls out his name. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, Y, Z. Huh? But tonight, something is wrong. Who didn't say his name? Little X. Little X is absent. Let's go back. Let's see. He would be almost next to Z. Z. It goes X, Y, Z. Oh, sure enough. Look, there the bed is empty. Little X is not there. I'm shocked, said Little I. One of Charlie's pencils is gone too. Now, do you remember from the last story what the pencils were used for at the very end? When they got the dot, they are used as like the airplanes or the rockets to take the letters to school from Alphabet Island. So they're flying away. So one of the pencils being gone means it's kind of like he took the car and left. Let's see. This is terrible, little T said. I think little X took a pencil and flew away. But why did he do it? Little D asked. We must go find little X and solve this mystery. There it is, the title of the story, Mystery. Charlie's alphabet jumped aboard another pencil and took off across the night sky. They zoomed over cities and towns and fields looking for their friend. Stop, little S shouted. I spy one of Charlie's pencils parked down at the castle below us. Ooh, you gotta look really careful. They must have some good eyes. It's just right there, really tiny. When they landed, a heavy door creaked open. In a voice as creaky as the door, a crooked capital I said, Who dares visit the master's castle in the middle of the night? Brave little B spoke up. We've come to solve a mystery. Have you seen little X? Follow me, capital I said. But don't wake the master, or you'll be alphabet soup. Oh dear, alphabet soup does not sound good for a letter. Charlie's alphabet tiptoed across the floor of the castle library. A gigantic M was asleep at a huge table, and much to their surprise, there was little X tap dancing a lullaby on the xylophone. Quick as winks, they jumped to the tabletop and hurried over to little X. We've come to rescue you, little R said. Of course, they're going to rescue, said R. Let's get out of here. Run! I don't want to go, little X said as he continued to dance. I ran away because Charlie never uses me. A little X is just a worthless black letter back home. At least here I have a job. That's true. Isn't that right, first graders? We don't use X very often when we write. He's got a point. Oh, I know a secret, little I said. Charlie wants to give his mother a special present for her birthday tomorrow. He plans to use you more than any of us. Little X was so surprised he stopped dancing on the xylophone. And that's when the giant M awakened. M said. I see letters. Fire up the pot, Crooked Eye. It's time for alphabet soup. All of the little letters began to tremble. Look at them, they're all crooked, they're trembling. Little X knew he had made a terrible mistake running away from his alphabet family. He had to think fast. Master M, he said, do you know what M stands for? Giant M bent down low. Mad, miserable monster, he said. Now get back to work or I'll throw you in the pot too. M also stands for mother, clever little X continued. Charlie's mother is having a birthday and he needs all of us for her special surprise. You don't want his mother to have an unhappy birthday, do you? Suddenly, Giant M burst out crying. Look at the tears, they're pretty cool. I have a mother too, he said, but I haven't given her a special surprise in so long. We should show our mothers how much we care, no matter how big we grow. Opening the door to his treasure room, Giant M said through his tears, I want Charlie's mother to have the best birthday ever. So each of you can choose a gift for her. Then you may go home. Which present did each letter choose? I find it interesting. The C chose the comb. The N chose necklace. H, harp. And the Y makes the Y sound, and it chose a yo-yo. Wow, all the letters chose objects that started with their sound. Pretty cool. Little X invited Crooked Eye and Giant M to the birthday party. Just as the sun was rising, they all blasted off for home on the pencils. So cool. They all got their treasures, and there's M and I with them. That morning, Charlie helped his dad make a cake. Then he called for his alphabet. Working together with their new friends, the letters jumped on the birthday cake and made their very first sentence. Oh, look, there's the Crooked Eye and the monster M. They needed them, huh? I love you, Mom. That's right, Mom needs a capital because Mom's a special name, Mom. All the letters were very proud, but little X was the proudest. For the grand finishing touches, Charlie used him 4 times. Do you know why? I think I do. X, 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 X. They stand for kisses. It's the only letter in the alphabet that stands for kisses. Giving Mom kisses. What a cool story. Again, it's a fiction story full of imagination, but it still has the elements of a fiction book. So if you have some time today, I'd like for you to take a plain piece of white paper and fold it in half like a hot dog. And on the front side, you're going to cut it halfway across. Okay? So if it was like this, you're going to take your scissors and just cut halfway across, halfway across, halfway across, so that it has little flaps on it. On the first one, you're going to put the element of the setting, and then the main character, or characters in this case, the problem, and the solution. So let's just think about the setting to begin with. We open that flap, and the setting where this story takes place is a castle. So you could draw a little picture of the castle, write the word castle up there, and then I've got the little letters here and crooked eye at the front door. Then let's close that flap, and we're going to think about the character. So we open just that flap right there, and I've got little X playing his xylophone. Okay, you could have him in front of the monster if you like. I've got B with him because B was being very brave when he asked for X at the front door. Okay, so those were some of the characters in the story. And then what was the problem of the story? Yes, the problem was that X was missing, the missing X. And they found him at the castle, and they went off to find him. They found him, brought him back home. And then at the end, they solved it by telling him he was going to be used the most on the cake, and he needed to come back home. And of course, he brought their friends with them so that the mom could have a nice present at the end. So there's your solution at the end. What a good story. And again tomorrow, I have one more in the sequel of the alphabet books.